who was engaging in a local festival that required him to fast. And at the end of the fast, it was tradition for him to break the fast with a beautiful goose that would be roasted in his honor. Except that for this particular ceremony, the goose was one that was specially raised on a farm that was 1,000 li away. So he commanded his officers to bring him such a goose. So one soldier was assigned that task to go along with his captain to bring this goose 1,000 li to the emperor for his ability to break the fast. So it was really an honor to do this, and the soldier was pleased to do it, even though it was a long walk. So he held and bundled up the goose, and of course he had to be live goose, and carried him. And they walked on this journey, and it got to be late in the day, and they had gotten tired and wanted to rest. And the soldier said, "I can't go on another step." And his captain says, "Sure, we'll rest here." And they made a camp. And because they had to do something with the goose, they took a string and tied it loosely around its leg. And the other part he tied around a tree. And with the goose settled, they laid down and slept. They were so tired they slept till past sunrise. And when the soldier woke, he looked, and the goose was gone. The string was still there, but the goose was nowhere in sight. He went and looked for it, and it went down to the pond and wasn't there, and he didn't know. He was sure that his goose was cooked. But there where the goose was supposed to spend the night, was a feather. That was all that was left of this goose. So the soldier looked at his captain and says, "What should we do? We just have this feather. Of course the emperor can't eat this." And the captain says, "Don't worry, we'll take the feather anyway." So they took that feather and they traveled the rest of the 1,000 li until they got to the palace with the emperor. And as they were walking, they created stories about what happened to this particular goose, and why it's just a feather. They made a big production of presenting it to the emperor. The emperor was a little skeptical at first, but they recited a poem that they had written, and it was like this: Tien li song all bao li tien yi dong. Translated, the gift is light, but the passion is heavy. Now, modern day translation of that is, it's the thought that counts. So that's the story of the 1,000 li feather.